Unfortunately, I can't use this robot no more. You can see I have the brush removed. And that is because you can see I've oiled it, and it doesn't help. This robot has a problem. It's a really stupid problem. Eureka, aka Medea makes Eureka. So Medea designed this brush to not be able to be the bearing. Look what I mean. So the end cap can be removed, but in here is a bearing, and this bearing, as you can see, gets hair around it, and they made it so you cannot remove this red end cap, this red piece. You cannot remove that, and right under that is the bearing. So if I compare it to this Roomba 694, you can open the brush cover, you get to the brush, and this is, under here is the bearing. So all you have to do is this. You just gotta, boop, pop it off. There's the bearing. You can get all the hair off the bearing, and it keeps the robot running smooth. However, even on this one, this Vava, it's kind of a cheap Chinese robot vacuum. They still have that feature, though mine does need a new brush, as somehow the brush roll bearing has locked up and gotten rusted. I'm honestly not exactly sure how that happened. Also, don't ask why this is there. It's just a thing. But yeah, they made this bearing unserviceable, and I can't pay what the ridiculous price of these brush rolls. On Medea's website, you have to pay $50 for a new brush roll. $50. You can get a pack of rollers for this 694, a big pack of side brushes, a bunch of filters, all in a little screw and screwdriver for the side brush, all for like $25. You can get that entire kit for about $25 on Amazon. And I have to pay $50 to get this stinking brush. Just this brush. I don't understand why Medea... I mean, obviously, Medea is trying to be a money farm right now. So, yeah. Unfortunately, guys, you won't be seeing any more of this Eureka Groove. I did a video of me setting it back up, because I couldn't sell it. So I was going to keep it, and then next few runs, this bearing doesn't work no more. So the problem with it is there's hair under this red cap. There's a bunch of my hair, my mom's hair. Not much of my hair is really short. But my mom's hair, cat hair, all kinds of hairs under this cap. And I can't remove the cap to get it off. So, Eureka or Medea Corp, if you can lower your price on your brush rolls, that would be super. But for right now, guys, this is the last you're going to see of this robot vacuum. I can't send it back because I've already had it past the warranty. And so, yeah. I hate to do this, but I don't know what to do with this robot. The robot itself works, it just needs a new brush. So, I can't sell it because the robot isn't worth as much. Like, it costs more to ship the robot than it is what the robot is worth. Okay. Now it's yelling at me. But if I press clean, you guys will see that this brush doesn't turn. Hold on, let me put it on the dock. So, as soon as I press clean, this brush should be spinning. Or once it comes off the dock, now it should be spinning. It stopped. It'll start back up in here in a sec. It stops. So it'll keep doing that, and it'll give me a main brush fault. The robot itself works just fine, other than the fact that it doesn't have a set brush on it right now. But just wait, see how the brush isn't spinning? It should be spinning right now. It's not. It just spins for a few seconds and then stops. Because of all the resistance of the hair on that end cap. It tells the robot to stop. So any minute now, it's going to stop and give me an error. Or it's going to beep 3 times. And that light will start flashing. Use the sensor. Yep, see? Right there. It just aired out because the brush keeps stopping. So it said beep, beep, beep. This is flashing. If I went on the very cheap app that it has, it'll say main brush fault. Also, another thing I want to ask you guys at Medea, why does it have these brackets, almost like you can attach a mop, and the robot doesn't come with a mop? This is the NAR 300. So guys, fix your robot vacuums. Actually, no, don't fix it. I think if you do still sell these, fix it. But I'm pretty sure they discontinued this robot. I don't see it on Amazon anymore. So maybe they did the right thing and stopped selling this robot. I'll check on Amazon today. I'm pretty sure, I think, you guys can quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they stopped selling this robot. And I'm honestly, I hate to say it, I'm kind of glad if they did stop selling this robot. It's just, guys, it's not worth the money. It'll be flawless. It will get bunches of hair in the dirt bin. It will be flawless for the first 2 months. And as soon as hair starts accumulating under that cap, it's done. Unless you want to spend $50 on a brush roll. So, yeah, I recommend Eureka's other robot vacuums, but not the NER 300, aka the Groove. Don't get the Groove. Get the E10S or the E20S. Get the other Eureka robots, but don't get this one. This is the only robot from. This is my first robot from Eureka. Eventually, I do want to get an E10 Plus or an E20 Plus. That's not what my next robot will be yet, but yeah, this robot, I can't dislike it. If you look on this other YouTuber, Adam's Reviews, you'll see that he reviewed this guy, and he didn't really like it anyway. His was newer, and so his brush was actually spinning. It didn't clean well, but you'll see on his channel he hates the Shark IQ. And this is similar. In my opinion, it's got a lot of the same issues. The app, navigation, which this doesn't have any. It has as much navigation. It's got the same navigation as this. As this Roomba. Get that Roomba. That's a pretty good Roomba. But don't get this robot. Stay away from it. It's as bad as the Shark IQ. I have not actually tested a Shark IQ, so bear with me there. A lot of people actually like the Shark IQ. Then again, it's also some people's first robot vacuum they've ever really had. And I have, including this one, 14 robot vacuums. Soon to be 13, because I am getting rid of this guy. I'm getting it out of my house. I'm going to donate it. I don't know if many people are going to, I don't know if anyone's going to buy it, but I'm going to give it to Goodwill. Pretty soon, I'm giving it to Goodwill. I just can't with this robot anymore. On the other side of things, this robot will be replaced. I had to redesign this whole spot because of the air conditioner. Because it's cooling season. Yes, I know it is 1:50 in the morning. I just can't sleep. So I'm making a video. Anyway, that's not the point. Yeah, I'm giving this guy a Goodwill. So Cedrolly Goodwill, go down there. Maybe you'll see this robot. I will replace this robot with a different robot vacuum. You'll see what robot I decide to put here. I'm actually probably going, I think I'm actually just going to put the, one of the Eufys in here so I can test that guy. I was going to test this guy and test it on my final rice challenge, but that's not going to be happening. So, yeah, again, if you're in Cedrolly, go to the Goodwill by the Food Pavilion, and maybe you might see this robot. I don't recommend you buy it. It's kind of, if you want one, if you want to buy a brush for it, which is $50, give it to I'm giving it to Goodwill. So, yeah, that's the end of this video, I guess. I do wish that I could just get another brush roll for like free. I'm pretty sure I can check again. I think this guy does offer a 1-year warranty, and I don't. But however, I believe I've had this guy more than a year. In fact, I've had this one for 5 years. It's still going. It's got some problems like the display that these letters are. The word full is burned into the LEDs on there now, and it needs a new brush, but it still works. 4 years this robot has been working. I'm currently like testing it in a way that makes it look like trying to make it look like the Wise robot vacuum. This is whatever cardboard. It's just a piece of cardboard taped to the top. And the side brush, this is an off-brand side brush that Vava themselves sent me. I actually contacted Vava to get a new brush, and they sent me the wrong one. Probably to like a 2nd gen. But I've had this robot for 5 years, and it's the only thing it needs is a new brush. Maybe a new brush cover. Yeah. A bit cracked, but either way, that's not the point of this conversation. This robot is gone for 5 years, and it's still going. I turned the voice off because it says invalid button constantly when this guy starts cleaning. And this guy's only ran for 1.5 years. Actually, less than that. I've had this guy just sitting in its box for about a month. It was just sitting in the box because I was getting ready to sell it, and I just couldn't sell it. I was waiting for prices to drop or prices to rise on these robots. Never did. That's why I can't sell them on eBay. Price never dropped low enough, or price never rose high enough to sell it. So, in fact, I'm gonna unplug it right now. See if I can get to the cord back here. It's kind of a cord pen back here. There we go. Unplugged. So, I'm sorry, Eureka, but bye. I won't be turning that on again. I hate to say it, but it's gone. It's going. I just can't handle this robot no more. I will replace this. I made my mind a second ago. I'm going to be putting the Eufy 11 Plus in here. But, yeah, that's a video. I'm getting rid of this guy. Again, final time I'm saying this. Cedar Woolley, Washington. Goodwill. Go to the Goodwill in Food Pavilion. At Food Pavilion. And you might see this robot. Bye.